Hi, in this video we are going to be going through how to navigate the K-12 OMHS platform. So once you've signed in, you'll see a page that's similar to this, and you will go over and you have several different tabs. Let's first check out My Schedule tab. My Schedule tab is where you can access all of your live classes and access any recordings for prior previously held classes. Whenever you go to that, it is always defaulted to the current day, and you can see on the left here any assignments that are being opened for you, or maybe any assignments that are being due that day. And then on the right under events is where you can see any class connect sessions that you need to attend. While the day view is awesome, it gets you laser focused on what you need to do for that specific day. It also can be handy to view what you have for the week. So up here where it says filter by, you can switch it to week. And you can see up top, it goes Monday through Friday, and you have a list of all of your Class Connect sessions. In order to join those when it, is time for that, so say today, Wednesday the 10th, if you're going to that, if your learning coach is going to that orientation, great. If not, then when you have that pep rally at 1 o'clock, you would click on this and it will open up that class for you. And then underneath your classes, if you scroll down to the bottom in this space down here, is that checklist. It's those assignments, and it shows anything that your teacher has set to open that day. And then it also shows anything that your teacher has marked with a specific due date. If we look at this example here, we can see this assignment for math starts here on Wednesday, and then it is due on Friday. If we look at next week's schedule, just to give it a little bit more variety, you can see it's very similar, only now we have multiple classes, so we have all our different colors here. Do pay close attention to whether it says required or optional. If it's required, that means it's required, so you need to go, so that way you can get a better understanding of the material and get some assistance from your teacher and get some extra practice. And then down below, you can see there's more assignments here. We have some things that start on Tuesday, others that start on Thursday, and then it's Friday. The general rule of thumb is most of your independent work, your asynchronous lessons and practice activities will open up on a Monday. And then throughout the week, you may see a few assignments that are opened up a little bit more slowly because your teachers want to make sure you've had time to learn it before you do the assignment. That's graded. And then things are always due on Friday. So Monday is when the week starts. Most of your material will be available. And then Friday is always when your assignments are due. All right, now let's head over and look at how to get into that asynchronous work, how to get to these assignments. You'll come over to the left blue side here, and we're going to click on Classes. You see all of your different classes here available to you. In order to enter the class, you just click on it. What I am going to show you today is through the lens of math, but what I show you applies to all of your classes. The buttons are the same. When you go to that class right here, you have your nice little home page. And the first thing that I always look at is any of the announcements. So if you scroll down a little bit, you can see underneath the grade information and the Class Connect session, we have our class announcements. These class announcements are great. You'll have one at minimum every Monday for each one of your classes, and it's a nice little schedule for that specific class. So we can see here for the week of 8-15, here is your live schedule for math. Here is the weekly lesson that you need to complete, your weekly graded assignments and a reminder of that due date, any important information, and of course, how to reach out to your teacher. And then we've also put at the very bottom what to do if you end up having an issue with your computer or any tech issues, how to reach out to our tech support. The awesome thing about this weekly breakdown for you is anything that is in blue like this is a hyperlink. It is clickable. So if you're ready to do the lesson, you can just click on that link right there and it'll take you straight to the lesson. If you are ready because you've finished the lessons, you've gone to all your classes, if you're ready to do those assignments that are graded and will affect your overall grade in the class, then you can click right here and it'll take you to that iExcel assignment, or you can click right here and it will take you to that quiz. So anytime you see those blue hyperlinks, they are nice little shortcuts to make it easier for you. All right, let's scroll up to the top here. Another thing that we can see is this box right here gives you just a nice little overview of that course. It tells you your letter grade, but if you want more information on your grade, you will definitely want to come up here and click that grades tab. I did not do very good with my arrow. And then you will get more detailed information. There is a separate video that you can watch if you want to learn all about how that grades tab works. But it is very handy. I will just quickly show you how it works, but then there is a more in-depth video. When you click on that grades tab, it shows you your assignments. Once again, it has those blue hyperlinks, your grade, and then it will also show you any individualized feedback, like if you are missing something or you need to go back and make corrections. This section right here for progress, that percentage is the progress in which you've completed of the course. So all of those independent lessons that you need to work on, the independent practice that helps you learn the material but doesn't necessarily directly get a grade, counts towards those progress. So it's all of that learning that you're doing to make sure you understand the material. And then the last little section here is the overdue list. Even though that is handy, it's not always accurate, because if a teacher puts in a grade of a 0 because you forgot to do it, it'll come off the overdue list because it sees that you have a grade, even though it's really still overdue because it's missing. So even though that can be a nice little quick reminder, the overdue list is not the best option if you want to see if there's anything you're missing. If you want to understand why you have the grade you have, you definitely want to go to that grades tab. All right, there is one more thing that I want to show you, and that is how to access those independent lessons that I've been talking about, those things that you need to do to learn the material to get that progress percentage up. And that is all right here where it says content. So you're going to click on content to access all of your class assignments. The content will open up each week, and it usually just picks up wherever you left off. But if you look here in the table of contents, you can see all of your units. So here we have an awesome little folder in math class that kind of is all your course materials and some of these orientation videos. So you have your textbook, you have some pictures of the entire school schedule, just your math schedule, and then there's some really helpful videos. These are what I was referring to earlier, where if you need to know how to view class recordings or how to work iExcel, how to check your grades, there are all these little how-to help videos that you can check out if you are not sure where to find something. Now, to get into the actual material, right here, we are starting in Unit 1, so you would open up this Unit 1, and you will see for math, you have a section for class notes. So even though you need to be taking notes, your teacher will upload some copies of important notes or some little pictures of posters that'll help you out. Now, for your weekly assignment, as we saw on that home page, as we saw on that list of assignments that we need to do, for this week, you are completing everything within 101. That is the assignment for the week. There is a Learn folder. This Learn folder, sometimes it looks a little busy, but a lot of things are pretty quick. This is just an image, so there are some pictures of examples. There are some really great videos that you can watch. Sometimes there are if it's for science or for ELA or civics, there may be something that you need to read. and it'll give you pages out of the textbook to read, or it'll give you that online version to read. So you'll go through and make sure you complete all of these, because that is how, along with going to live classes, you'll understand material. And then sometimes your classes, in math at least, we have a practice section. So this gives you an opportunity to practice without it hurting your grade. So you can practice and see if you're understanding it. So if you don't understand it, then make sure that you attend those live classes, you go to the help sessions, you reach out to your teacher so you can get a better understanding of it. And then at the bottom here are those graded assignments. These are the things that directly affect your grade, and everything is due Friday, but these are due Friday and they will be put in the grade book. So in this case, there's two assignments, one that's IXL and one that's a quiz. Once they open and become available, they'll be blue, just like these up here, and you can click on them to complete the assignments. With quizzes, always make sure you look back to see if you have additional attempts, because I know sometimes if you've completed the quiz and you didn't do very well, but then you go and attend a small group or a help session and you learn from your mistakes with your teacher may open up another attempt for you. So always make sure that you're going to those classes if you don't do well, so not only you can learn and understand it, but you can achieve potentially another try on an assignment to retake it. All right, that is all that I wanted to show you guys. So as you're working through, make sure that you are always getting that percentage bar up, because once you complete an assignment, it will turn to a check mark and you'll see that percentage, because it's really important that you're working on everything so you can do your very best and you can understand. As always, if you have any questions or troubles, reach out to your teachers for help and we will be more than happy to assist.